Trust me, I saw it in the green room. That other sports superstar headed from Washington to Los Angeles, Russell Westbrook, is on the move. From the Wizards to the Lakers. According to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, this past season, Russ cemented himself as Mr. Triple-Double, posting up 184 in his career, surpassing Oscar Robertson in the process. So here are the full details. The Lakers get Westbrook, and the Wizards will get in return Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Montrezl Harrell, plus the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, which has already been traded to the Pacers for Aaron Holiday, and the 31st pick. Now, what does the deal mean? Westbrook gives the Lakers a star-studded big three. LeBron, AD, and Westbrook have combined for 34 All-Star selections. They are the second team to have a trio with that many, along with the 2011 Celtics, who featured Shaq, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. It also gives the Lakers two of the best playmakers of all time. LeBron and Westbrook have combined for 283 career triple-doubles. Westbrook is the all-time leader in that category, while LeBron ranks fifth. Both players also have a scoring title and assists title under their belt. But there is the question of how they will fit, especially in terms of floor spacing. Westbrook shoots just over 30% from three in his career, something the Lakers ranked 21st in last season. But to be fair, LeBron won 2 titles with D-Wade, who were worse than 30% from three in his career.
If you're following the journey of Russ there, it goes from the Thunder, and then you go to the Rockets, then the Wizards. They make the playoffs, and now in LA. And what do you think about this combination with LeBron and AD?
So I can relate to Russ, right? Because he's an acquired taste. But what I tell people, if you don't like me, acquire some taste. Not to my guy Nickel. Here's the thing about Russ, right? He's going to help the Lakers play a lot faster. LeBron James is 36 years of age. He's going to be available every night, whether AD or LeBron are low managing. And also another creative playmaker that's going to be a triple-double threat playing alongside LeBron James.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Triple doubles.
And you know what's crazy also? They're both top 7 in the NBA in touches. How will they balance the basketball?
That is key, right?
How will they balance them? I like this, though.
Yeah.
I think this is a play for the playoffs where he's able to have some help late in the playoffs. And, Russell Westbrook, truly talented, but I know some people might be concerned about stretching the floor as well.
Okay, Oscar Robertson was the big O, Mr. Triple-Double. This is 2.0, Russell Westbrook, 184 triple-doubles. We're talking about a guard that averaged 11 rebounds and 11 assists. Come on.
I'm glad you pointed out the rebounds. She'll tell you, when you have a guard or perimeter player that can rebound like that, that's the first pass to a fast break. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to be so much faster this year. This is a great thing for the Lakers.
Thank you, Kevin, Jalen, and Chiney. There should be no shortage of scoring on the Lakers. They would have 3 of the top 7 scoring averages among active players between LeBron, Westbrook, and AD. And if the trade goes through, Westbrook would have been teammates with the top 3, Durant, LeBron, and Harden. Of course, he's yet to win a title with those superstars.
Center L. Duncan, Jay Harris, and our draft night Woj bomb for you. Our agent Wojnarowski reporting. The Lakers are nearing a deal with the Wizards to acquire Russell Westbrook for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and a 2021 first-round draft pick. For more on the breaking news, let's welcome in NBA analyst Kendrick Perkins. What's your initial reaction to Russ potentially joining the Lakers?
Oh, I love it. And look, Jay, I don't want to hear about can it work? Can LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, they need shooting and all this? I don't want to hear that. It's going to work. It instantly makes them the favorites to come out of the Western Conference. Can we revisit the Miami Heat, D-Wade and LeBron James with a Chris Bosh? This is a similar thing, right? You have Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, and then you have Anthony Davis. You go out and get a couple of shooters, but they're going to make it work. We're talking about Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, 2 of the most polarizing figures to ever play the game of basketball. It's going to happen. And the Brody is going back to his hometown of L.A. Whew. Talking about smoke in the city.
Lots and lots of it. Okay, so if this goes through, where are the Lakers, in your opinion, on the title favorite ladder?
Oh, I'm betting my house on them. They're going to win it all. You know why? Because LeBron James has did something in these last 2 years far as being in the Laker uniform, and that's he has added and adjusted his game. We're watching him now as he's becoming more of a guy that could play off the ball, a spot-up shooter. And we already know how Russell Westbrook is going to impose his will. Can you imagine Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis in a pick and roll? How can you stop that? With Anthony Davis rolling to the basket, being a live threat at the rim, Russell Westbrook, the most athletic point guard in today's game, the most athletic point guard to ever play in the NBA, coming at you with a head of steam. Good luck.
All right. Kendrick Perkins, enjoy the draft tonight. Thank you for your analysis and your insights, sir.
I appreciate it, Jay. I miss you, my brother.
Miss you. To Russell Westbrook possibly joining the Lakers and LeBron, AD, and crew.
Well, first of all, if he ends up with the Lakers, obviously, even though they were in the championship picture last year before AD and LeBron periodically went down, definitely Russell Westbrook elevates your chances. There's no denying that. He averaged about 22 a game, which was down by about 5 points from his previous year, but he shot better from three-point range. First time he shot better than 30% from three-point range over the last 4 years. He's 32 going on 33 in November. He's an electrifying athlete. We all know that, an incredible finisher at the basket, an incredible player in the open court. The question about Russell Westbrook is going to be very, very simple, and that's going to pertain to his shot from the perimeter. Can he be a better three-point threat? Because usually that's what things come down to in the Western Conference postseason play. That's the question about him, but that appears to be the only question. He's a significant upgrade, not just from, Schroeder or anybody else, but all the guys mentioned in the trade, the Kuzmas, Harrells of the world, Kentavious Caldwell-Popes. None of them even combined are Russell Westbrook, particularly when he gets going. And the notion of him being with LeBron and being with Anthony Davis is something that's incredibly, incredibly formidable, particularly when you consider the fact that it's Laker tradition, the Staples Center, that's his home, et cetera, et cetera. It would be an electrifying situation, no doubt.
How would you answer that question? Can Russ be that threat, that three-point threat?
Oh, hell no. That's my only reservation about him. He defends. He goes all out. He never cheats you with effort. He's a superstar talent. He is the most athletic point guard in the history of the National Basketball Association. Make no mistake about that. But when defenses come playoff time, defenses, when they get back on defense and they don't give you but so many opportunities in the open court, and they turn you into a half-court team, and you struggle to hit three-point shots, that can be detrimental. Now, LeBron James, he could create shots for LeBron James. He certainly could create shots for Anthony Davis, along with various other teammates that he'd have available, and maybe they'd hit those shots. But if you're asking him to be that shot maker, well, there's a reason that he's lost to the likes of Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell, and, of course, Damian Lillard in the postseason. It's primarily due to the fact that those dudes are marksmen, especially Steph Curry and Damian Lillard. And Russell Westbrook, that's the one thing you can't say about him. Everything else is there. There's a question mark in terms of his long-range perimeter shooting.
I know LeBron didn't go to the Lakers to just get one title. If this goes through with this lineup, this current roster, what's the Lakers' window to get another chip before it's all done?
I think 2 years. I think they'd have 2 seasons. Russell Westbrook will be 33 next season, 34 the season after that. But let's be very, very clear. He is a superstar. He's a superstar talent, make no mistake about it. Anthony Davis, when healthy, is a superstar, one of the top 5 players on the planet, but his durability is a question mark. And we all know that LeBron James is one of the top 2 players on the planet. I don't care what Giannis or anybody else is doing. We know how great that is. And so this would definitely be a trio to be reckoned with. But still, Brooklyn would have something to say about it. To a lesser degree, Milwaukee would have something to say about it. If the Clippers stayed together and everybody was healthy, they'd have something to say about it. So there would be teams in both conferences that would try to be roadblocks, and they'd have a legitimate chance. But there is no question if this deal goes through, it would be a significant upgrade for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they would clearly be one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win it all, because you had some people having them as the favorite last year when it was just LeBron and Anthony Davis. Imagine if Russell Westbrook was in that lineup. That's how big this deal is. There's no doubt about that.
Stephen A. Smith breaking down. I appreciate you.
All right.
nearing a deal with the Wizards to acquire Russell Westbrook for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and a 2021 first-round pick. Sources tell our Adrian Wojnarowski what a power shift of Russell Westbrook potentially joining